After 2 days of an anxious wait by all those involved in the Agrokor concern crisis, the government has finally come out with the name of its Special Commissioner for Agrokor, and the Commercial Court has already approved the choice. The man in question is Ante Ramljak, a business consultant experienced in restructuring efforts and banking sector operations. Addressing those gathered at a press conference following his naming, Ramljak said that the task that he had been given was extremely complex and hard, and that he would do all in his power to succeed. Immediately after being presented to the general public, Ramljak headed for a meeting with suppliers and is also scheduled to meet with representatives of creditor banks. Meanwhile, the junior ruling coalition party most ministers of the Interior and Justice have said at this morning's government session that the responsibility for the crash of Agrokor will be investigated. Earlier, the parliament speaker Božo Petrov filed criminal charges against Agrokor owner Ivica Todorić, paving the way for an investigation. However, at this delicate time for Agrokor, Todorić is the man well acquainted with the whole system that he had built and might still harbour some influence within the concern. Arriving for this morning's government session, Finance Minister Zdravko Marić, a former Agrokor employee who is seen by some as being in conflict of interest, has reacted to calls for him to step down by saying that if and when there's a formal call for his resignation, he would address the issue. The negative impact of the stepped-up checks as a result of the implementation of new EU legislation having come into effect that had seriously lengthened the waiting times at Croatia's borders with EU countries within the Schengen have overshadowed great tourism figures enjoyed at the start of the tourist season, usually marked by the Easter holidays. The number of bookings has soared across the country, with Easter figures never been better. This is particularly true of Istria, which is expecting a 70% rise in Easter bookings compared to the previous year, where although sea temperatures are not yet pleasant enough for a swim, visitors are already enjoying the good food and sunshine. Cycle tourism is quickly developing in Croatia and is becoming the fastest growing form of tourism. The Tourism Ministry is pledging some 5 million kuna from the budget for the building of cycling routes, with inland areas getting most of them. Most of the guests preferring this type of tourism come from Slovenia, while a 15% growth in the number of two-wheeled guests has been recorded from the start of 2017. And turning to sports, in handball, the Vardar team from Macedonia has won the regional Seha League for the third time, while PPD Zagreb lost the third-place game to host Meshkov of Belarus 23 goals to 19. And the female Lokomotiva handball team has managed to get to the finals of the Challenge Cup. Last night, they beat the Dutch Vert team 27 goals to 16. This is the team's first final in nearly 20 years. And in Croatian Football League action, Osijek defeated Split last night by a score of 4-0. And the weather, mostly sunny afternoon and unseasonably warm, some moderate cloud at high elevations and the possibility of showers, winds light inland. Light to moderate westerly and southwesterly winds along the coast, southeasterly towards the open, sea slight and visibility good. Top temperatures mostly between 20 and 25 degrees. Passing cloud expected on Tuesday inland with rain and thunder showers and a drop in temperatures. Wednesday and Thursday will be partly sunny and mostly dry. Wednesday is somewhat cooler, but temperatures creeping up as of Thursday. Changeably cloudy in the northern Adriatic on Tuesday with rain and showers expected, partly sunny in Dalmatia and mostly dry. Wednesday and Thursday will be sunny and relatively warm. Tuesday evening we'll see Bora in the north that will gain force until midday along most of the coast and then slowly lose force. A light to moderate westerly and northwesterly expected on Thursday.